Welcome, everyone. This is the K12 Esports League Spring Season 2025 Banquet. It has been a great long season, great long year. First and foremost, my name is Robbie Menegdeg, or my in-game name is RTM Joker. With that being said, everything K12 Esports League, from the rule book to running the matches on match nights to all the scoring, the brackets, everything along those lines. That is all me. And so just want to give a quick shout out first and foremost before we even start, and thank you to not only all of the players for participating, but all of your parents and learning coaches for letting you participate, as well as all of the coaches that take care of y'all on a daily basis to make sure that we can run this thing, and it is the most incredible thing that we can possibly do, right? So big thank you, big shout out to each and every single one of you. You all make all of the insanely hard work I put into this so well worth it. And last thing before we do actually get started, we're keeping chat super vibey today, super happy, very fun as well, and a good time. I want W's, I want GG's in the chats, I want claps all around. So lastly, thank you for being here. Let's get started. So some quick stats from the season. Matches played across all 5 games this season were actually 363, a little bit lower than last season in the fall, just because instead of Smash Bros 1v1s, we did do Smash Bros 3v3 crew battles, so a little bit lower there. But for the full year, all on my own, ended up doing 950 matches, which is something I'm super, super proud of. This season, we did have 28 schools participate with us, and one of the things I'm absolutely most proud of so far during my tenure here at Stride and K12 is 12 of our players have been awarded scholarships so far. Some of these players have been awarded scholarships to multiple schools, but just the fact that we have this pipeline now from high school esports to collegiate esports, and that 12 of our players have been recognized and hopefully are killing it in their collegiate careers is incredible. So those were some quick stats from the season, and let's move forward here and keep it pushing. First, before we even get into any awards, I do have some big news. So, here we go. For all of my Fortnite fans and players, we will be running a Fortnite No Builds tournament on Thursday, April 3rd. So in about 2 weeks, just under 2 weeks, we have a No Builds tournament coming up. It's going to be one day and exactly the same thing as the regular season, except for we're playing no builds, right? Instead of builds, we are playing no builds. So it'll be that Thursday night, April 3rd at 7 p.m. Eastern time, just the same time as the regular season. You're going to play 2 lobbies and submit your best one, and we'll see who comes out on top. It's going to be super, super fun. I'm really excited to bring in some no builds for y'all, because I'm sure we got some no builds phenoms within the K12 Esports League. And please stick around until the end. I got some more news throughout this this banquet, and I think the biggest will be at the very end. Yes, W0 bills. Here we go. First off, we're going to go through some season placements. Got to shout out all of our top 3 teams for every single game. First up is Valorant. Vava B's IW and L team did take first place. That is them taking first place in both the fall season and the spring season. Big congrats to y'all. K12 PEA Wolves breaking into the top 3 for the first time in Valorant, getting that second place. Big shout out to you. And then third place was the Wava Orcas, who ended up dropping in semifinals. Not surprisingly, because some of our teams are so incredible, but making that third place was the Waba Orcas. Next game, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate coming in first. MGLVA Power Surge. That team did incredible, and I know that they were struggling a little bit with having to play some weeks with 2 players, some weeks with 3 players. So big shout out to the MGLVA Power Surge for taking that first place. Second place. First time as well, breaking into the top 3 for Smash Bros. Is MVCA. So the MVCA Smash team number 1 took second place, and third place was Baba B's Smash team number 1. Next game, Rocket League Varsity. We did have OHVA come back this season and claim their spot once again in the top 3. Not only get in the top 3, but be crowned season champions this springtime. Second place was the Wava Orcas, and third place was the Vava Bees for the Open League. we do have INGDA taking both the fall season and the spring season this year for the Open League. Second place being the Wava Orcas, and third place, as well as the varsity team, was their open team from the Virginia Virtual Academy, the Vava Bees. Next up, we do got chess. So the top 16 was the yellow bracket. Players 17 through 32 through the regular season was the blue bracket. So for the yellow bracket, taking first place, DG_checkmate from Kava. Second place as well from Kava, Dr. Evilman. And third place from INGDA was Dig Kid. Big shout out to both DG_checkmate and Dr. Evilman 12, who got first place and second place, both the fall season and the spring season. And then in the blue bracket, Budgie, number 10, taking that one for the MGLVA Surge. Second place was Dragon Slayer Bryce, and third place for the first time in chess as well, placing was Steph0701 from Idaho. Last but not least, Fortnite. Here we go. Wava Orcas team won for the varsity league. Absolute dominance, taking that first place. Second place with a crazy final week was NCVA, really climbing that leaderboard week number 3 during the playoffs. And third place, shout out Goku, was our Lavka Pelicans from Louisiana. For the Open League, we do have Kava team number 1 taking that one pretty convincingly as well. Second place, actually, hold on. I do not have the right teams for this, so I do apologize. Give me just a moment to pull that up. Must have just slipped my mind to, or I must have just missed this, because this is last season's placements here for the Open League. So real quick, as I look at my notes, the varsity, so sorry, and I'll fix this for the slides, but first place was Wava, varsity team 1. Second place was NCVA, and third place is the Kava Bears. For the Open League, first place was actually the OOS Yetis. Second place was the Lavka Pelicans green team, and third place was the Wava 1 open team. So again, big apologies that I forgot to edit this slide here coming into today, but we got the team shouted out. I'm going to edit this as soon as we're done here. My apologies there, everyone. But moving forward, we got our MVP awards for every single game. First up, Valorant. As a Venom and controller main comes Stats from Vava, leading that team. I believe they're the team captain for Vava as well, for their IWNL team. Some honorable mentions for Valorant. We do have TJ from the K12 PEA Wolves, Ice Bear from NCVA, and Foster from Wava. Next game, we got Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Hailing from that Power Surge team from MGLVA is Demon Bane, who mains Terry, but I know that they play a plethora of characters. So shout out Demon Bane, carrying their team to that first place victory this season. Some honorable mentions, always have to shout out a couple extra people because we have so much skill in the K12 Esports League. Next up, we got Smiley from the MBCA Blaze, we got Stegasis from the Vava Bees, and we got Cole from the OHVA Cardinals. Rocket League. I'm sure if you are a Rocket League varsity player, this comes as no surprise, but our MVP award this season does go over to Sith from OHVA, our Rocket League phenom. And I may be wrong here, but I'm 99% positive they are only a sophomore, so they got 2 more years to continue cementing their name in the K12 Esports League legacy, and what would be the Hall of Fame as well for Sith. MVP honorable mentions. We got Haru from the Wava Orcas, and if you are a legacy player, this player is Haroon Boone as well. They did have a little bit of a name change going into this year. From Vava, we do have Blurry and the Tiva Bobcats. P, who also changed their name, but that is Penguini. So shout out to all of you. Next up, chess. It is hard not to give the MVP award to DG_checkmate from Kava, having what I believe was a near perfect season, not dropping a full set or series. So shout out to DG_checkmate, absolutely killing it on the chess board. Some honorable mentions. Also have to shout out Dr. Evilman. Have to shout out Budgie one more time, and then Steph from Idaho. Again, the first time that Idaho and any of their chess players have been able to break into the top three, either for the yellow bracket or the blue bracket. So shout out to these three chess players. If I were to play chess against any of y'all, I would get absolutely destroyed. Lastly, the Fortnite MVP award this season does go to Foster from the Wava Orcas. Foster has been here for so long and has always been a staple on the Wava Fortnite team. So shout out to you, Foster. Your leadership is nothing to take away from you. You are incredible. Moving forward, believe I have 2 slides for Fortnite honorable mentions. So here we go. Number 1, the rest of the Wava 1 Fortnite team. Just like last season, y'all are incredible. Your teamwork is insane. Shots are insane. Y'all play just so well. From NCVA, we got Ara Baka Boy, who on stream I was calling Ara. And then from the Kava Bears, we do have Spooky. A couple more honorable mentions here. From Idaho, we do have Evil Chickens 20, taking an MVP honorable mention. It's average from Lavka Pelicans, and from the K12 PA Wolves, we do have D1 Striker as well. That had to be shouted out. Now, I believe this is another big news slide. So this one is not something that y'all will be able to play, but something that I would love each and every single one of you to join and be a part of. It is going to be the Beyond into a future webinar, and this will be on Wednesday, I believe, April 9th. This webinar is all about your career and collegiate opportunities that you are able to kind of pursue, given that you all are very passionate about video games and esports. I'm going to be running this myself and going to give you just a lot of information on, again, collegiate opportunities, number 1, and then career opportunities, number 2, right? That's going to be scholarships and how to get those for college, what kind of degree paths you can take in college, and then what kind of careers you can look at as well. I'm sure most of y'all have thought about at one point in your life being a YouTuber, being a streamer, being a pro player potentially as well, right? But a very small percentage of people are actually able to do that and take care of themselves as they become adults. So there are other ways that you are able to pursue your passion in video games and turn it into a career. So that is what that's going to be all about. It's going to be on April 9th. Registration will be circulated to your coaches early next week. So you'll be able to get that registration link. Again, I would love to see each and every single one of y'all at that event this year. And any questions, I will go ahead and address at the very, very end of the banquet here today. I'm going to keep pushing through the slides, and then we can take some questions. All right. So now we got individual awards, which I added a few ones in here, a few new ones. So I'm super excited to get to those at the very end. But first off, we do have the most improved awards. So of course, this player showed the most amount of improvement over the regular season and the playoffs. These are not individual awards anymore. They are individual awards, but they don't go to one player. They go to a few. So first off, Alex S. from the Tiva Bobcats, Brandon Lynn from OOS Yetis, Lemon Arc INGDA, Roxy Edits, Lavka Pelicans, the Queen's Quirk, chess player from MGLVA Surge, very, very witty name there. Paper Player 59 from OHVA Cardinals, Asim Flint Wava from the Wava Orcas, and those 3 right there were all actually chess players. We got Reds from the Kava Bears, Moon from Idaho, Orshborg, I hope I pronounced that right, from the ISWA Eagles, Aiden Tube from the K12 PEA Wolves, Toby Boy from the Blaze over at MVCA, and Marbles Tokyo from NCVA. Rounding us off here for the most improved award, we do have Finny Pig from the Bava Bees. Now, I think as we go through, I'm actually just going to call out the player name and skip over the school, because that's going to take us quite a while to get through. So Resilient Player Award, this player demonstrated, unwavering spirit throughout the season, overcoming obstacles with not only strength, but grace as well. So the Resilient Player Award does go to Gummy DigKid, the one and only Big Z. That is a hilarious name there. Hannah Klein, 6367. I'm going to botch this, but I'm going to give it my best shot. You Boyertle from Baba. Funny name there. Cunning Arrow. 289 Slug Treaton. I'm pretty sure this is Ads Bizarre. Smiley, Galileo R19, Joker from Idaho. Good gamer tag. And then D1 Striker as well. Next up, we got the Stellar Supporter Award, which, this player might not have had the MVP stats, but they always put it all on the line for their team. This award does go to Super Sammy Man, IHYR3V, MPO Assassino. I'm doing my best with these names here, y'all. Joel from Tiva, Evil Chickens 20, Ice Bear, Ivy Fly, Gavin D, Tonka Jahar, who has been here for so long, Tonka, Real Steel, Gecko, and Hannah Klein once again. Next up, we have the Best Sportsmanship Award, which I think should go without saying, but these players exemplified sportsmanship, and that is one of my favorite things about running this esports league is how awesome each and every single one of you are and how much sportsmanship you all do show. But this award does go to Lilo and Stitch from Arva, Steph, Ninja Tricks, Sir Spongy, ML Drew, who I'm sure you're missing the video games clubs. I miss you too, ML. Freezer, Replay, Axon Jackson, Kane Rocket League, twitch.tv, Kane Rocket League, go check out their stream. MC Dagger, Terrible Chess Player 50, Levi, and Well Antelope 2840. Now, real quick before I move on, I shouted this out at the last town hall, but Terrible Chess Player 50, their name is so ironic because they're a good chess player, but we'll move forward here. Above and Beyond Award. This player went above and beyond both in-game and out-of-game for their team. Saturn, Sunrise, Dr. Evilman, Sky Mighty, D1 Striker, Demon Bane, Wava, Madman, and Gamer Quack. Shout out to all of y'all. It did freeze for me for a second. Am I back, everyone? Perfect. My Wi-Fi is struggling today, so thank y'all. But the Above and Beyond Award does go to these players on screen. Thank you for always going above and beyond for your team, not only in-game, but out of game as well. Next up, a brand new award for us this year, or this season, the Community Builder Award. And the kind of description I have for this is, not only do you go above and beyond, both in-game and out-of-game, but specifically you help create a welcoming environment and are supportive of everyone, whether it's teammates or opponents. And so I really felt like I needed to call out some of y'all because I know that we definitely have community builders within the K12 Esports League. Everyone, like I said, my Wi-Fi is on the struggle bus today. Hopefully I'm back. Please let me know in the chat. Okay, very good. Man, the least smooth banquet I have run thus yet. Sorry about this, everyone. But again, like I said, my internet is struggling today, so we're gonna get through this as best we can. Gonna reshare my screen here. All right, are we good? Yep. Perfect. Thank y'all. So, Community Builder Award. I'm not sure if you heard me kind of call out what this is, but within our esports league, we do have community builders that welcome in everyone and make them feel good about being a part of the K12 Esports League, both for their teammates and opponents. So go running down this line here. We got DG_checkmate. They Love Malik, Gaming Boy Nola, End Skulls, Yuli, Murray the First, Mad Zyme, GG Man 8084, Prince Mari once again, G7X3, Christian S33, Haru, Blue Mustard 16, and Puppy Pug 21. Thank y'all so much, very specifically for welcoming your teammates into a friendly environment, but also making sure that you share that energy with your opponents and the people you're playing against. I think that is the most incredible thing from y'all. So next up, we do have the Leadership Award. I think this one goes without saying as well, but the Leadership Award goes to those that show great leadership both in game and out of game, and they are someone that their teammates want to follow and want to listen to. So to these players goes the Leadership Award. Spooky, Eminence Shadow, Demon Bane, Blue Pelt, Stats. I love this name, as always. Walrus, I don't know if it is your last year at Lavka, but I am the Walrus. Oreo Potato, Sergio, Saturn, Foster, Aban, and Havoc Dizzy. Now, Mr. Arnell, I know that you are in the chat. Oh, we got one more year with Walrus. That is what I'm talking about. Very, very good. So shout out to y'all. Great leaders, both in game and out of game. Y'all carry that energy and what you've learned through the K12 Esports League into the rest of your lives. All right. Next up, funniest teammate award. It's a brand new one here. This player's sense of humor carries you through wins, carries you through losses, carries you through practices. And so the funniest teammate award does go to Ronan from Arva, Chaotic from Idaho, Demon Siren, I'm guessing, from the Lavka Pelicans, Liam from the Cardinals, Lorksu from the Bees, Fetty from the Orcas, Spooky from the Bears, Eminent Shadow from INGDA, Killshot 222 from the Surge, Colbus from NCVA, who I believe is one of their coaches at this point in time. You're my son from Tiva Bobcats, just based off of your name. I could tell you're hilarious. Mander from the OS Yetis, who had a crazy amount of votes. Mander would would love to be in one of those calls at some point. And Insomniac from the K12 PEA Wolves. I believe that we're coming up on our second to last individual award, which is the most vibey award. Very similar to the funniest teammate award, but this player brings the positive energy and enthusiasm to your practices, to your chats, to the games. So most vibey award does go to quite a few people here, and some of these names I do know and recognize, and I am not surprised that they got the most vibey award. So Def Blitz 857, Sunshower, Prince Mari, It's Average, shout out Goku, Blazer, Zilty, Roshkin, Drip Eddie, Drip, man, I knew you were going to win this award. Gummy from the Bears, Twitch TV, Fearless E. Again, check them out on Twitch. E. Sheppy, Wasity, Austin G from the Blaze, Marvel's Tokyo, Sage, and Oreo Potato as well. Thank you for bringing the vibes to your teammates, making sure everyone is having a good time. Lastly, we do have legacy awards. So this award goes to anyone who has been competing for quite a while, has a few seasons under their belt, and I just want to make sure that you all get shouted out. So I know for a fact that I'm going to be missing some people here. And so if you are not on here and you are a legacy player, please know I appreciate you. I'm working off of what was submitted to me. And so, without a platform and being able to see literally everybody's names, this one's a little bit harder for me to capture everyone. So if I miss you, I do sincerely apologize. Just know that I appreciate you more than you could even imagine. So legacy players, there's a lot. I'm just going to blow through them. All right. From the Kava Bears, we got Spooky. We got Elite Nate. We got Axton Jackson, DG _ Checkmate, Dr. Evilman, and Jolteon Plays. From the OOS Yetis, we got Morgie, we got Oreo Potato, and we got Sage. From Idaho, Evil Chickens 20, Havoc, and I should have put you on here, but Puppy Pug as well. I know you've been here for quite a while. From the Bobcats over at Tiva, Penguini, Galilea R, Drip Eddie, Arva, Billionaire 2222, who, man, Arva and Billionaire, they survived so long in Fortnite. It is crazy. From the ISWA Eagles, we got Triton and Ninja Tricks. From INGDA, quite a few from INGDA. I appreciate y'all. Mono Plays, Fearless Yeet, Winter Storm, Eminent Shadow, Red Creeper, Xenobug, and Burks. One more slide here. From the Cardinals, Murray the First, Murray the Second, and Terrible Chess Player 50. From NCVA, a lot of two names that y'all are going to be very familiar with Saturn and Yuli. From the Vava Bees, we got Stats, Yuki, Gamer Quack, Zilty, Soupsy, Freezer, and Biohazard. From the Orcas, names that we know very, very well, three of them at least. We got Shutter, Foster, Replay, and Gecko as well, who I believe Gecko is an Open League player. from the K12 PEA Wolves. We got Madzyme, we got Zen, and we got D1 Striker from the Pelicans. Most of their varsity Fortnite team, Walrus, Cavern, and Average. Shout out Goku. MVCA Blaze. Couldn't find most of y'all's gamer tags as I was doing the slides for this, but we got Austin G, Noah, Sean Fallon, Damian, Cameron, Toby Boy, Smiley, and Milk T. Shout out to all of my legacy players. My goodness, without y'all coming back every single season, this would not be possible. And so to everyone here, if it's not your senior year, please come back and compete next year so you can be added to this list. And if I did miss you again on the list, I do highly apologize. But moving forward, I believe we are at the Best Clip Award. So I hope that I did share sound. Please let me know in the chat if I did not. But we're going to swing over to that. And so this here is my favorite clip from the playoff streams that I did do. So here we go. This is Ice Bear from NCBA.
As a strong 5 are going to be coming through. Spooky with 1.
Go ahead. Stand your ground.
Tokyo's is on that defusal. And they're just going to stick it. Oh my goodness. What a play there by Gummy. We'll get to Domo. Going to take down Saturn as well. 1v5 here for Ice Bear. Ice Bear in a sticky situation. They're gonna finish it. Oh my gosh. What a clutch from Ice Bear. And like their name, the ice coming through from Ice Bear on that one to hold that defuse.
Yes, so I'm seeing some of the chats. Absolutely legendary right there. W clip, crazy. Ice Bear, just to give a little more context, I should have actually done this before we showed the clip. But in a 1v5 situation, Spike is already halfway to fuse, so that helped them out a lot. But in a 1v5 situation, able to put the smoke down and get the defuse was insane. It was the only moment this season where there was a lot of hype moments in the playoffs that I was able to catch on stream, but that one I jumped out of my chair, Ice Bear. So insane. I want to shout out at least one clip. Wanted to grab a few more, but this week really got away from me. So got to at least show my favorite one from this season. Ice Bear, insane, man, insane. Now we're on to the school awards, which go to the schools as a whole. First up is the GG Award. This is the award that goes to any school that you really always have a fun time playing against. GG's always in the chat no matter what. And so this does go to MGLVA, Kava, Vava, K12 PEA, WAVA, OOI Yetis, and MBCA as well. Every school actually got a vote or two, or 3 or 4 or 5. So these were the schools that did have the most amount of votes. And then moving forward, very similar to the GG Awards, but we have the Scrim Partner Awards, which no matter what, these guys always give you kind of a run for your money, and they are the best kind of practice partners, and you learn the most from from playing these teams. So we go into it. WAVA, Kava, Vava, again, Kodka, Idaho, and OHVA as well. So Scrim Partner Award, once again, goes to those schools that give you a run for your money. Next up, we do have the Most Improved Schools Award, and this really mostly goes to, of course, the players, but to the coach there. This was the first season that they came on. They really stepped into the role very, very well, and took great care of their students. And you could see as the season went on that Iowa Virtual Academy just got better and better in Fortnite and Rocket League as well. So shout out to IAVA for the Most Improved School Award this season. Next up, we do have a brand new one. This was not in the nomination form, but this is called the Excellence in Innovation Award. And so my little description for this is this school has implemented groundbreaking initiatives that have significantly enriched their esports program. And so with that being said, this does go to Vava Virginia Virtual Academy. Shout out to Dustin Owens, their coach there, for innovating very well and a lot this year. I think the one thing I really want to call out is their partnership with Radford Esports. I believe that's a local college in Virginia. And with that, they got some coaching sessions. Bradford Esports also, helped stream some of their matches as well, which is super cool. So being innovative, doing some extra things and some really cool things as well. So shout out to you, Avava. Next up, Community Engagement Awards. This award this award goes to the school that made significant efforts to engage their community, and want to shout out that they are actually they got the green light through their district, so not K12, not anything us, but they got approval to make an esports space within one of the district buildings in their community, so a place for their players if they live in the area to go and play and practice and things like that. This award does go to Lavka, Louisiana Virtual Charter Academy. It's super cool what she's doing over there. She's also doing fundraisers to be able to buy merch for their students and all sorts of things like that. So huge shout out to Lavka and Janelle for getting that all set up. It's super cool that did come to fruition. So lastly, as far as school awards, the best school award, this one was a really tough one to actually choose this season. But with the votes that y'all submit in the nominations to help me out with this, and given their placements, which were a third in Valorant, 2 seconds in Rocket League, a 4th place in chess, and dominating the Fortnite Varsity League. This one goes to WAVA, Washington Virtual Academy. Shout out to y'all. Incredible players, incredible skill, and from what I know as well, and the little bit of interaction I've been able to have with the players, y'all are just a pleasure to have, I'm sure, for Haley, who is your coach. So shout out to WAVA, earning the best school award for this spring season 2025. Now we're gonna move into I believe what is coach shoutouts. So give me a second here. I'm gonna take a sip of water. But I absolutely need to shout out each and every single one of the coaches. So this is our list here. And last season, for the fall season, I talked a little bit about everyone, but as a whole, I'm actually just gonna give a huge shout out. Number one, y'all's dedication to your students is your dedication to your students is second to none. That was the phrase I was looking for, is second to none. The fact that you all take care of your students so well and you're there for them, not only for practices and match nights, but for other things as well, is just incredible. And want to say something from some of the coaches at K12 PEA, the Wolves, from Mason and Bradley, who I'm sure my coaches, you know who they are. You've had communications with them before. They currently did also participate in a different league with some different games for their students. And they wanted to give a specific shout out to the coaches that we have here helping us at the K12 Esports League, being that everyone is on point. Our communication is incredible. Our understanding is incredible. Our community is the best, in my opinion, around, because in that other league, they deal with constant no-shows, constant people not knowing the rules, constant just problems. And so big shout out to all of the coaches, making this such an incredible experience and making my life as easy as possible, which is great for me, right? So shout out to each and every single one of y'all. I appreciate you more than you could ever imagine. So shout out to all the coaches, and that will almost end us off here. So lastly, best coach award. This one will go to a few of the coaches that I feel absolutely need to be shouted out after this full year, and what they do and how they help me out, and the way that they run their esports program is absolutely incredible. So, and this award is going to 2 different esports programs this year. First off is going to be the MGLVA Surge, Trevor Penn, Kyle Kantz, and Devin Schumacher, or Shu. What the Surge does, not only for their competitive side of things, but the casual side of things, is is incredible. They capture so many students from MGLVA, whether they are competitive and they're playing with us at the K12 Esports League, or they're doing their casual offerings. These guys over here at the Surge do a fantastic job, and I know that all their players absolutely love them. And then for the K12 PEA Wolves, Coach Antle, Lagenbach, Blosser, and Matt Howell, y'all do a fantastic job. And not only are they coaching one school, they're actually coaching a set of 4 or 5 schools, I believe, all together. So a lot of communication needs to happen. And, for Bradley and Mason specifically, Coach Antle and Coach Lagenbach, they have been here since before I was here. Same thing with Trevor Penn, actually, from MGLVA. But they've been around for longer than I have. They're still around, and what they do is absolutely incredible. So big shout out to all of the coaches here on this slide. Now we're almost finished here, everyone. Almost finished. One more big news item for you. So this one, I think, is the one that I am most excited about. Again, I want to shout out, there is Fortnite No Bills on April 3rd. There's a Career and Collegiate Opportunities webinar on April 9th. There's also a couple of other things that your coaches know about now that will be coming soon in April and May. But I think the biggest one for me to share is this right here. We will be having a Marvel Rivals one-day tournament sometime in April. This date is still to be determined, but Marvel Rivals coming your way. We're going to do this to test out how much interest we have and how easy it is to run operationally for myself. So with that being said, start grinding Marvel Rivals, get your teams together, get some players, start playing together. We're gonna have a one-day tournament for this. It's gonna be so much fun. I am so stoked to be able to bring y'all a brand new game because we haven't been able to do that for quite a while. So Marvel Rivals, I've played it a little bit myself. I have so much fun playing that game. I hope y'all do too. So that is coming up. I'm getting a couple of sick stuff in the chats. So if you're a Marvel Rivals player, start grinding or continue grinding, and we'll have something coming up in April, all right? And so I believe that'll do it for me today. I'm going to just end us off here with thank you all once again so much for playing this year. Number one, without the players, of course, this is not possible. And y'all, number one, are incredible both in-game and out of game. You keep up on your grades, and your skill level is amazing to see. As high school players, y'all are pretty good. We have some players that are just insane and absolutely incredible, which is why we have 12 people so far that have been awarded scholarship offers to go to college, right? Thank you to all the parents and learning coaches. Again, without y'all and letting your kids participate, your students participate, then wouldn't be able to do this. And lastly, one last shout out to the coaches. Without y'all, this is absolutely not possible. Thank you for rocking with me all year long. Constant communications in our server. Dealing with the new change to no platform this year and doing everything through spreadsheets. And the fact that the Fortnite code in previous years could go straight to the students, and this year it went to y'all first and then to the students. My coaches, y'all made this year such a pleasure for me. Very, very smooth year. I was really nervous going into it with no platform. So thank you all again for rocking with me, for your understanding all year, for your suggestions all year, and just for being amazing, being absolutely amazing. To everyone, obviously we are in March, so we're not quite at the end of the school year yet. I got to shout out. Keep up on your grades, please. We are K12 Esports League. We're a school league, so school comes first, and then everything that we do here. So please keep up on your grades. Focus on state testing. Focus on any finals that you have coming up. Make sure you're passing all of those classes. Set yourself up well going into summertime and for your future, all right? Also, a feedback form will be given to your coaches to give to you very, very soon. Sometime next week, I'm hoping. Please fill that out. That feedback form is going to be very important for me to know what went super well this year, what maybe didn't go so well, and how I can be better next year. So please fill that out. And if you do, go ahead and fill that out. Make sure you answer all of those questions very professionally. All right. I would like sentence answers, not anything that I have to kind of like piece together. So make sure that if you fill that out, you're doing it super professionally so that I can gather that information and all of your feedback in a good format. Okay. And then lastly, to any seniors that are graduating, this is probably the last time that you'll get to hear from me. Be great. Do anything you set your mind to. Whether you're going to college, whether you're going to trade school, or you're going straight to work, do well at it. Get a little bit better every single day. I'm going to miss you, but it is time for you to graduate and move forward with your life. So once again, congrats on making it through high school, making it through all your school years, and do amazing things, like I know all of you can. And I believe with that being said, we're all finished here, everyone. So let me go ahead and stop sharing my screen.